Hello YouTube. So first of all, I want to start off by saying sorry to all of you guys because I was supposed to make a lot of videos, but it sadly didn't happen due to getting sick. And I had a little downtime on my YouTube, which I'm sorry about. Yesterday we uploaded a video with Place, a montage video, which I thought was pretty awesome. That was great. And now today we're going to go back to what the channel was actually about. It's all about educational content, right? Today I want to talk about which website should you be using to improve and which websites are overrated and shouldn't you be using, because a lot of people are using websites that I honestly think are just straight up trash or are inferior to other products. And I'm all about using the best products, so I'm just gonna advertise all the best websites for free because why not? I like the best products. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, it's very important to have a very good statistic website, and for that I'd use LoLalytics. It's a very complicated website. It honestly looks like trash. I think it looks absolutely horrific. It's very difficult to use to begin with, and the first times I saw it I was just blown away and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna use this, it's too complicated. But learning to use this website is crucial to improve yourself because it gives you all the information you want, even if it looks like shit, in my opinion. So what you can do is you can sort it by how high elo people are, and you can see all the tiers for champions, how good they are, win rates, everything you want to see. And what I would want to focus on here is looking at EU West and Korea. I think EU West and Korea have the two best solo queue ladders, so those are the ones that generally go after using. Sometimes I also look at Diamond 1 Plus instead of these ones at Platinum 1 Plus. But the problem with Diamond 1 Plus is you also have very bad regions, like you have all the regions in this one, right? So it just seems to me that the statistics of this one is worse. Now let's go into actually seeing some of the statistics. So let's go for EU West and we look at the top tier champions for top lane, for example, because I'm a top laner, right? You'll see at the top of the ladder you have Gangplank, you have Kayle, and then you have Karthus. And you're like, wait, what? Karthus top? That doesn't make any sense, right? But the thing here is that Karthus doesn't actually get played much. You have to look at a lot of the statistics, and you can't just take the top tier. And you can't just take the win rates either, because the pick rate is very important. Now another thing to note is how easy is a champion to play. That's also very important to know. And it's important to know how often it's banned and what it's picked against, right? So for example, a champion can have a very high win rate, because it's picked against specific champions only, and another champion can have a very low win rate just because it's picked all the time. Now let's go into look at a random champion. Just look at statistics that's actually useful in my opinion. If you take Narsos, you can see what he's good against, what he's bad against. These kind of statistics are good to see. I think they're kind of useful. If you look at a 50% win rate, honestly it doesn't matter, it could swing either way. You don't actually really know if it's a count or not. But then you see something as huge as this, that's obviously massive. And then you have to look at the pick rate. If there's a high pick rate as well, then that really shows if it's a count or not. You can see the item builds. You can see what people generally go for, win rates of different item builds. One thing I want to note is that it's kind of tricky looking at the item builds, because you're going to look at an item build and one item have an insane win rate. And then you think, when do people actually buy this item? Do people only buy this item if they're already winning the game? Because in that case, obviously it's going to have a high win rate, right? And then there's items that people only buy if they're losing the game, and you're going to be like, shit, this item sucks, it have bad win rates. But that's not necessarily always the truth. So you have to look at this at face value and be like, why do people actually use this item before you decide if it's a good item or not? But it's still pretty useful to have, and if you're playing a new champion, it's obviously good to go in here and see, oh, these items are kind of good in him, I should try some of those out. Now you can also see the runes that are used. What kind of runes do you want to have? I think this is very useful. You can see the general pick orders, or not pick orders, I mean skill order, which is also obviously important, because if you're playing a champion for the first time or you're picking up a new champion, it's often important to see what do other people do, right? What can I learn from, what should I try out? And even if you play a champion all the time, like even for Aurelia, for example, I look at these kind of statistics all the time because I want to be up to date and see what everybody else does. And maybe that's something I'm going to learn. Maybe I'm going to shit, this guy used this against that specific champion, I will try that out as well, because it makes sense. Now, we talked enough about LoLalytics, let's go down to OpenGG. I think this is the best website to look up other people for statistics. This is not the best website. I know you can get statistics, you can get a lot of different stuff, but I don't think it's worth using OpenGG for it. If you want to use statistics, I go to champions, just look at the win rates. That's the only thing I really care about. And pick rate over here, you can see what's good and not good. This is all taken from Korea. I think it's Platinum Plus, I'm not entirely sure. Platinum Plus or Diamond 1 Plus. I just Platinum Speed. It's okay to use. I would use LoLalytics over this because I think it's a better product, because it has more information, but this one is just fine if you just want to use OpenGG only. But what you want to use this one for is actually going to profiles and just looking at your profile, looking at what is played or what do you play, looking at maybe there's some champs you have to focus on, maybe there's something you have to improve at. And also another thing you can use this website for, which I think is very beneficial, is going, let's say you're playing against some person, right? You're playing against this guy, for example, in a game. You see he's playing for the first time ever Tristana, and he's against you in the game or whatever, like just a random champion. And that's good information, because by looking at the enemies OPGGs, then you get into a game, you will know who to focus on, who's going to be the weak link, and you can abuse them. If your only goal is to get elo in League of Legends, abusing the weak link is almost always the best option. If I was going into a game and I knew somebody was off-roll, I would just try to kill him over and over again, because he's the most likely to fuck up. And that works even in Challenge Elo or Master Elo, whatever you want to do, right? So going for Elo, you want to take out the weak link every single time. Another thing you can do, for example, I have this added to my OpenGG, is you can make a folder and you have all the top players on a region or whatever. I have Korea only. And then over here you can see what are the current top players in the world playing. What kind of champs should you pick up? What kind of champs are strong? When are they playing these champions? Because that's one of the important things, right? We talked about that with LoLalytics. When are people actually picking the champions? So, for example, we can see Untara is picking Gangplank. He's playing it against Kayle. Is that a good matchup? He lost. Let's see if we can find some more information with these kind of matchups, you know? So I think this is a very useful tool. Also, you can watch replays on OpenGG. I don't think it's the best feature for it. You can do it. Sometimes it's buggy. The problem with OpenGG is that it's manually done, so there needs to be a person manually recording every single game, which doesn't happen all the time. So it's kind of on and off. Now, we were talking about replays. Now, so let's go to the website I think is the best for replays. We have Lolking. So, honest to God, I fucking hate this website because it's so laggy now. It's so much crap on it, so many advertisements, whatever, sound advertisements, super annoying. But it is the best website for replays. What I would do is go to more, go to replays, and then you get this very nice feature down here. You can go to, let's say, Master Plus. I think Master Plus is better than Challenger Plus, because in Master Plus you still get challengers, but in Challenger Plus you don't get all the games. And then you just choose, let's say, you're a person and you want to learn Poppy versus Kayle. It doesn't really matter the champions, right? You want to learn Poppy versus Kayle. Just go down, you go to matchup, you pick Poppy, you find Kayle. This is not a very common matchup, so maybe it's going to be difficult to find one. But let's see if we can find one quickly. So we instantly find a game from today. This because I have all the regions. It's from NA. You can see, oh, that's a Poppy. Over here, we have a Kayle over here. Maybe I want to learn this matchup. Poppy was losing. What happened? Do I want to watch a losing game or only winning games? You can look at all these and you get all the replays you want to watch. All you have to click on is view match and then just open it, pretty much. Whenever I use this, I mostly go for EU, NA or Korea, because again, there's a lot of regions that I don't think are nearly as good. So I choose those three. You can do all of them. For example, if I do all, you get North America, EU West, Korea, Brazil. I would never open this one, for example. Then get EU West, and so on. It's a very good feature, very efficient. I use this almost daily nowadays because it's the best. Now it's time to go to another website, and that is LolVVV. I think this is, it's like Probuilds. Like a lot of you guys know Probuilds already. This is the exact same, just better in my opinion. It's faster, looks cleaner. It's being continuously updated. I haven't seen Probuilds being updated forever, I think. And I know that people behind this are actually improving it all the time and making more things happening. So I think this website is better. I use it all the time. Looks better, looks cleaner. They're gonna add more features. It's a pretty basic website though that everybody already uses Probuilds for. If I had to recommend something, I'd use this one over that, but you guys can do whatever you want. It's not really a big difference, aside this one is faster and it doesn't have all the advertisements that Probuilds does. Now, the one thing I'm really sad about, and this sucks in my opinion, because there's no good feature for a map tool in League of Legends. There used to be this one called Stratuka. As you can see, I opened it here. So the problem with Stratuka is it takes forever to open, super laggy, and quite frankly, it fucking sucks because it's so hard to make it work. So I made this one work. It took me a long time to get that done, to actually make it work properly. And this website is just perfect for everything you need. You can make whatever you want. You can put in champions like this, super simple. You can write stuff if you want. You can add text. Then you can put in circles, but like whatever you want, right? You can even put in lines and be like, you're gonna walk this pathing, you know. So let's say you're a jungler and you wanna learn how to jungle. You go watch a few replays, and what you learn is, okay, you start here, then you go here to the wolves, then afterwards you go to the red buff, you do the red buff, and then you decide what you want to do, right? And then you can even write down timers. When are you done with this? When are you done with this? When are you done with that? When can you expect ganks? And so on. So if you're playing in a team or you're just trying to improve with friends, this feature is so incredibly good. It just sucks that it lags. Because it lags, I might even advertise Riftkit over it, even though I think Riftkit is absolutely terrible. Because Riftkit just doesn't have the features you need. But I might advertise Riftkit over Stratuka just because it doesn't lag, it doesn't take forever to load. Well, if you get it loading, Stratuka is perfect. It's just super annoying to load, and I don't think they're updated anymore, so the new champions aren't here. So you'll just have to take a random champ if you want to use a new one, and everybody needs to know this is on or whatever it is. I don't think they add new ones. Let's check. Nope, they don't add new champions anymore, so it's not being updated. One thing I would love is if somebody came in and made a website just like this one, or better, because it's such a great tool. I think if you want to improve, you need this. And there's nothing that provides at least what I know of, so that would be really great. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. I don't want to make it too long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys can improve in this. If there's any websites that I forgot and you think I should be adding to this, then please leave a comment. If there's any websites you disagree with or you think aren't optimal, please leave a comment as well, because obviously I want to use the best products, and if you guys have any better products out there or know of better products, I'd love to see them. See you next time.